Okay, so again, this is a mock. We are doing phase 2, resource development and installation, and we're going to start with the ego state resources, okay? So, when you think about the kind of person you are, do you feel that you're more of a natural nurturer or protector?
Protector.
Okay. Can you tell me of a time in your adult life, not as a child, but as an adult, when you felt you did a good job protecting somebody or something? Could be a pet, your children, the elderly, a stranger.
Probably my children.
Okay, any particular time, like you had to protect them from somebody at school or?
Yeah, their mother and I were on really heavy on drugs, and I just felt the best thing for them were to give them to my parents.
Okay, so you protected them by giving them to your parents?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so for this, you've got to be you and not the fake person. Okay, because then you wouldn't connect to this and this wouldn't work.
Okay.
All right, so as you, and I'm not mentioning your name, but as you, when do you feel you've done a good job protecting or nurturing somebody as an adult?
I try to do that on a daily basis.
Okay, something that stands out from the ordinary.
Once I seen someone getting jumped, and I was trying to mind my own business, but being the person that I am, I couldn't.
Okay.
So I helped that person.
Okay. All right. So most of the time, and the reason I preface that with I want it to stand out from the ordinary, is when these are a lot of skills or traits. And we can have some of them, but we don't feel that we always have them. But in one moment in time in our life, we probably have 80 or 90% of them. And that's why I wanted that one that stands out, okay? So as we go through this, I would like you to stay focused on this one particular time and not generalize to, oh yeah, there was that other time and I wasn't able to set that boundary, or maybe the skill is being empathic and you weren't empathic, all right?
Okay.
So I just want you to stick with this one moment in time, and if you find your mind wandering or you get stuck and you go, yeah, I'm not sure I'm able to do that, stop me and let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep on reading, okay? All right, do you have any questions for me?
No.
All right. Okay. So, first thing we're going to do is just turn this on and see what kind of intensity you like. All these do is vibrate back and forth, okay? So I'm going to start with the lowest setting, and then you let me know if it's not enough or too much, okay? Do you want me to go up a little more?
A little more.
Okay. How's that?
A little more.
Okay,
That's good.
that's good. So 3.5. You had to be the 0.5 person. Okay. All right. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to read you these things, and all I want you to do is focus on this instance with these traits, okay? All right. So I want you to think about this experience when you helped somebody and how either protecting or nurturing came naturally or effortlessly to you, okay?
Okay.
And you don't have to nod your head. If you do, that's fine, like you're connecting to it. If you do, that's fine, but it's not necessary, all right?
Okay.
And if you want to close your eyes for a second to get in touch with that, that's good. And so now I just want you to take a nice deep breath, okay? And I want you to get in touch with these following skills or traits that you already possess. And that includes your ability to be protective, covering or shielding others from exposure or injury, and how that takes courage to persevere, withstand danger or fear, and strength, being solid and resilient in who you are, and logical, whether that was reasoning or rationalizing the situation, being a decision maker, and an action taker, and a problem solver. Being appropriately responsible, and as respectful as the situation dictated. Notice how that situation took confidence to exercise your own powers and judgment. Trustworthiness. Being reliable. Able to set a boundary or limit to create safety for another. Giving thoughtful attention or consideration to what was going on. Being able to attune to someone else's needs. Being open and warm. Being physically or emotionally nurturing. Your ability to be patient or accepting. Having an understanding of the significance of the situation. Being compassionate or sympathetic to the other person's distress and wanting to alleviate it. And being empathic, understanding and sensitive to the experience of others. And I want you to notice being grounded or centered at the core of your being. And bring all these skills together into a single sense of yourself and let them strengthen. And then whenever you're ready, just tell me what you notice.
I noticed that I was very brave and that my emotional part took over. Just an impulsive decision to
Mm-hmm.
help this person.
How do you feel right now being able to do that and recognize all those skills it took to do that?
I feel like that's what I should have done. I don't know how to explain it.
Confident?
Confident.
Okay. Good. Okay, so there's one more that we're going to do, okay? And I'm sure you've been breathing since, the day the doctor smacked you on the booty, right? But this breath is a little bit different. And so I'm sure you've done a lot of breathing exercises. It's just a little bit different. So kind of hang in there with me and let's try some breathing, okay?
Okay.
All right. There is a place in your mind that is quiet, peaceful, and calm. And it's always been there, even though you may not notice it. And you can get there simply by following your breath. So first I would like you to inhale, and as you do, notice the muscle tension needed to do this. And as you release the air, notice that all you have to do is let go. As you breathe in again, notice how you have to work to get the air into your lungs. And then just release the air and let yourself float down while the air leaves your body. Taking another breath and again noticing the muscle tension. And then noticing how good it feels to just let go and let yourself float down. Now there's a point at the bottom of your breath when you stop exhaling before you inhale again. And in that point, that moment, everything is still and quiet, calm and peaceful. So I want you to breathe again and just watch for that point at the bottom of your breath. Now when you breathe again, I want you to take a second or two and sit there at the bottom of your breath, noticing what it feels like to empty your mind and really experience quiet, calm, and peace. As you continue breathing, stay connected to this quiet, calm part of yourself. Now that you have found it, you can find it again. And whenever you're ready, tell me what you noticed.
That it was easy to get there.
Good.
And that I needed to find a focal point to
Okay.
get there.
And were you able to still your mind and actually feel the quiet and calm?
Mhm.
Good. And is that different than the breathing exercises you've done before, as far as how you felt afterwards?
I say it was equivalent maybe
Okay.
to meditation, guided meditation.
Yeah, very good. Okay. So we'll move into the skills and then we can stop for questions, okay? So if we were going to look at skills, I would like you to think of some things that you have mastered in your life, that either you had a challenge to learn and you conquered it, or something that came to you naturally, like cooking, driving a stick shift, passing a test, something like that, maybe a promotion, anything that you've done that you were proud of, that maybe other people haven't done or you worked hard to do. What would some of those skills be that you could look back on?
Do you want me to tell you?
Yes, please.
Okay. My education.
Okay. Anything else?
Maybe changing the person that I used to be.
Okay. Now, are there certain songs, music, that really uplifts you or speaks to you? So when you're needing extra confidence, like for some, it's the I will survive,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
There's certain things that people really connect to. Is there a song that you really connect to?
Yes.
What song is that?
I don't know if I want to share.
You don't have to say the words, just the name of the song, if you could.
It's started from the bottom.
Started from the bottom, okay. And in your life, have you had a cheerleader? Somebody that no matter what, usually like a grandparent or a special aunt, who's like, you could do anything, I always knew you could as a kid, you just, who's that cheerleader for you?
Both my parents, but more so my father.
Okay. And do you have any religious or spiritual beliefs that help you when things get tough?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. see, so we have music, cheerleading, actual skills, spirituality. I'm trying to cover all my bases by looking at like the whole person. Is there anything anybody else could think of? Okay, then we'll go with these, all right? So I want you to think about your education, however, whatever grade that was, whether it was master's or earlier, and how you felt you conquered your education or you came out on top or whatever it is. And I want you to notice, make it as real, close your eyes, get in touch with that moment of, I did it, and feel that feeling of accomplishment in your body and what that feels like, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And what do you notice?
A good feeling.
Awesome.
Relief.
Nice. Okay, and when it comes to this change in the person that you are, notice the person that you are and how proud you are of the changes that you've made, how it's made your life different, whatever it is, all those things that you're like, yeah, you look in the mirror and you're proud of who you are now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you notice now?
Peaceful.
Okay. All right. So leading right into the song that you said was your favorite song that uplifts you, notice the words or the melody, how you connect to it and how it makes you feel. Okay? Strong, confident, whatever it is, okay? And what do you notice now?
I notice laughter
Good.
and kind of like silliness,
Good.
because my children think it's funny that I like that song.
Good. Well, they don't understand it,
Yeah,
right? Good.
but it's the lyrics that I like.
Okay. And so now I want you to think of your father, or both parents, but mostly your father, you said. And whether it was a time when you were doubting yourself or maybe unsure, can I do this or whatever, and notice the words Dad would say to like boost you up and get you going.
Sorry. That's a hard one for me.
Okay. Is he still with us?
Oh.
Ah, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. Take a nice breath and just let it go. And what do you notice?
Well, once I could bypass the sadness,
Mhm.
I feel happy.
Good. Hear the words and see him
Yeah.
cheerleading on. Good. Very
Yes.
good. And I want you to notice your spiritual or religious beliefs and maybe how they got you through a certain tough time in your life. Because, faith isn't faith until it's tested, right?
Yes.
And so notice what those moments are when that has gotten you through, okay? And what do you notice?
Like a feeling of being free.
Awesome. Okay.